Sup, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, this is the situation that I've been following for a while. I actually have been following it since it first popped off, and that is the situation with NBA superstar Kyrie Irving and his refusal to get punched in the arm, which has led him to sit out games. As a matter of fact, he has not played in a single NBA game this entire season, and he chose to do so because he decided that he wanted to make a decision on his own body, a decision that he felt was best for him and moving forward and in the present. And he was not going to allow himself to be pressured into doing something with his body that he did not want to do. Now, he plays for the Brooklyn Nets, and obviously Brooklyn is in New York, and under that mandate that they have in New York, Kyrie is not allowed to play basketball in the state of New York unless he's punched. So he decided, okay, well, then I'm just not going to play. Now, that was a similar situation with another player on the West Coast who was under those same types of mandates, and he clearly did not want to do it, but he did it anyway. He succumbed to the pressure, and now he's he's back on the court. Um, Kyrie decided that that was not the direction he was going to go. So now here we are, about a month and a half or more into the regular season, and Kyrie Irving still has not taken the floor for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Nets are not doing bad. I think they still have the best record in the Eastern Conference and probably about the third or fourth best record in the entire NBA. But an agreement has now been reached between the team and Kyrie Irving that he will come back and play only the road games. Playing the road games simply because the majority of the cities in the league are not under those mandates. So he can play on the road, he just can't play at home in New York. So they came to that decision, and it's weird because my thought process is that they felt in the beginning that sooner or later he was going to crack. Sooner or later he was going to succumb to the pressure and he was going to want to play or whatever the case might have been, and we'll just wait it out. But unfortunately for them, Kyrie waited it out a little longer. And I believe he would have waited it out the whole season. I believe if that's the principle that he was standing on, he may have never come back. But now the agreement has been made for him to play the road games, and that'll give them their best chance to win a championship, which is really all they care about anyway. The owner's name is Joe Tsai, Tsai. So it's either Tsai with the T silent or Tsai with the T not being silent. And his words, were very interesting. He said, "I'm not trying to champion a cause. We're trying to become champions." So he doesn't really care anything about people's personal decisions. And he also said that his only religion is to win games and win the championship. He says that's where we are. So this guy's statements are basically like, I don't care about none of that. But he was willing to try to put the weight on Kyrie to see if he could get his way in order to have Kyrie play all the games, home and away. And it just speaks to the thought process of these cats who own these teams, the cats who sit in these high seats, and the arrogance that they have because they thought this brother was going to crack. And he did not. So, um, as an athlete, as a competitor, as an individual who does something that they love to do, of course we know Kyrie wants to play basketball. We understand that. If that was some rule that said, "Hey man, K-Rino, you can't rap here because of this," or "You have to do this in order to rap here, otherwise you can't perform in this particular state or this particular venue or even locally," um, but it was against my principles, then I just wouldn't rap. I just wouldn't be able to do it. That would not mean that I would not want to still do what I do, but your principles and a cause, there has to be causes that are bigger than a dollar amount, bigger than an accolade, bigger than even your profession, even your gift. There are things you have to stand on that you believe in that are bigger than that. And while I understand people are going to say, well, he still came back and joined on to the machine, um, I still chalk this up as a victory for him because, as I said, him being Kyrie Irving, because as I said earlier, um, I really, really believe and know in my heart that they felt like just give it some time. I'm sure they had those kind of conversations. Just give it some time. He'll come around, and they probably referred to him as some other names that we won't say, but um, I just firmly believe that because you are only an asset. You are only a piece that is used, that's moved around how they want to move you around in order to accomplish whatever it is that they want to accomplish. Now, the funny part about this whole situation is that the Nets, their roster has been real depleted. It's been real depleted the last few days. And a lot of people have been out because they are in what's called safety protocols. Y'all know where I'm going with this? They're in safety protocols, so they can't play. So they're bringing up guys from the G League. They're bringing in free agents and guys just to fill the roster spot because according to the NBA, you have to have at least 8 available players in order to not get the game canceled. But the list of players that are out, they've all been, y'all know where I'm going? Okay. All right. So, shout out to Kyrie Irving. We'll keep our eyes on this whole thing. And we still have our eyes on all of the individuals who have disrespected Kyrie. They said he was selfish. They said he was disrespectful to his teammates. He wasn't considering his teammates and all this other stuff. And, you know, in my eyes, again, it looks like he has achieved just a little small victory because you never get a full victory as long as you are under the umbrella of their ownership and under the umbrella of their entity. But I commend the brother for standing his ground, and in whatever agreement they came to, it still did not compromise what he stood on. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, tell me what y'all think, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.